Hello, gamers of the Gear Import. There's a new featured game mode coming to the PBE that will obviously go through some testing for a week or two, just like the Howling Abyss, Hexakill, or the Earth and all this other featured game modes we've seen. So the featured game mode will be called Legend of the Poro King, and at one point in the game, the Poro King will lob out Poros in an arc around him, dealing magic damage to enemies where they land. So the Poro King is going to be part of the map. Now I'll read this whole post to you guys so you get to know what's going to happen. I'll leave a link to this post in the description below if you guys want to check it out yourself and look for small little hints and details about it if you didn't catch it all from me reading it. So Legend of the Poro King game mode coming soon to PBE. This year's Snowdown brings with it our next featured game mode and a legend, the Legend of the Poro King. We've dramatically changed what fights on the Howling Abyss will look like, so let's get straight into the rules. Played on the Howling Abyss, Legend of the Poro King is a 5v5 blind draft game mode where your goal is to still destroy the enemy team's nexus. However, you'll have some Poro companions with you to throw at each other, of course. Be diving deep to make big plays, hashtag big plays, and work together to summon some help from the legendary Poro King himself. New summoner spells. When playing the Legend of the Poro King, your regular summoner spells are replaced with two new ones, made just for the mode. So you have two. There's Poro Toss or Poro Dash. Throw a Poro a long distance, dealing true damage to the first enemy unit hit. This ability can be recast for 3 seconds after it hits an enemy to cast Poro Dash, which will dash your champion to the target hit. Dashing the target will reduce the cooldown of Poro Toss by 5 seconds. 2. To the King. Passive. Hitting an enemy champion with a Poro gives your team a Poro mark. Upon reaching 10 Poro marks, your team summons the Poro King to fight alongside them. While the Poro King is active, no Poro marks can be scored by either team. Active. Quickly dash to the Poro King's side. Can only be cast when the Poro King is summoned for your team. The Poro King is benevolent, can't read that word, and will aid whichever team has summoned him. He can be dispelled, but only to return again when enough favor has been curried with him. As a tanky siege minion, he brings an impressive power boost to whichever teams he's aiding. His powers include tanky siege minion with a lot of health, let him be your front line. The Poro King absorbs all Poros within his range being thrown by the enemy team, making him a powerful pushing force. The Poro King will heal nearby allied champions every 5 seconds for health and a smaller amount of mana based on the team's average level. Every 5 seconds, the Poro King will lob out Poros in an arc around him, dealing magic damage to all enemies where they land. Known issues, playflow art, placeholder coming soon. So this is the Poro King. That's really cool. Loading screen art placeholder coming soon. Some voiceovers still missing from the Poros. Also, for fans wondering where Showdown is this year, never fear, we're looking to make some tweaks to that one and hopefully bring it back at some point as a smoother experience than it was the first time around. We wanted to try something new and lighthearted this year and can't wait to see what you guys can pull off with the Poro King. Your collective mechanics are way better than anything we can manage in our playtest, so we're looking forward to it. The dives, oh the dives, because clearly when you Q the guy and then dash to them, it's going to be a lot of diving. And then obviously the Poro tanking for you. It's going to be pretty crazy. I actually look forward to this. It's a little bit more exciting than the Hexakill Twisted Tree line because obviously it's literally 3 more players on each team on the Twisted Tree line map. It was literally just all out brawls non-stop. Where this, there's that new mechanic in the game of this Poro and your summoner spells are different. So new summoner spells, new objective to a degree, and it's pretty cool. Obviously getting this guy will be a huge priority. Whoever gets it first probably will have a huge advantage over the other one, because earlier in the game this will have a bigger impact than later, even though it does scale with level. Hope you guys are looking forward to this as much as I am. I'll get a video up of the gameplay as soon as it's up on the PBE, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Take care.